Hi, this is Nell with Joyous Garden, and I'm continuing on with my succulent creations. And this is a kissing ball, obviously. It's a moss-covered kissing ball. I'm going to have this as a hanger. If you wanted something more natural, you could use jute, or you could use a colored piece of ribbon if you wanted to jazz that up. And how I'm going to do it, rather than cover it with succulents, is I'm going to put some more of this preserved reindeer moss in the bottom. And I like this really bright green color because it pops out in this mossy ball. And then I'm going to put some of that moss up at the top too. And then I'm going to put some succulents around up here rather than cover it all completely. And how I get the moss in here is I find an opening, because this doesn't bend all that well. So to find a big opening. Okay, here's one. And then I just put it in with a floral stem. And I'm going to get it all to like stay down there. I'm going to put some more of it down in there just because I want to create a nice base of moss in here for the succulent or succulents to rest in. Once you get it in there, see there's a flat bottom part. It creates kind of a nice mossy nest down there for it to lay in. And I'm going to do a couple more pieces. So I have a few aeoniums in here resting on the moss. And to get them in, it's like doing the moss, or it's a lot like doing a terrarium. If you've ever done terrariums, you have to get something larger into a smaller hole. So I just sort of bent this back a little bit, and I put 3 of the aeoniums in, and then I adjusted them how I wanted them to be with this stick here. So they're all in there, so you can see it's a nice little surprise in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue a little bit of this moss around the top so that I can get some succulents on the top too. I'm just going to put a dab of the hot glue on and then just affix it right there, just nice and loose. It'll just help it to stay on. It's going to be a free form kind of a thing. I don't want it to be too fussy or too exact. I think that's all I'm going to do, because I don't want to actually cover up too much of the ball itself. I just want to have a little bit on the top here as an accent piece to carry the color through to the inside too. And what I may do when I'm all done too, if I want more of it to show, I'll just go through and I'll cut some of these twigs off if I want the inside to show a little more. But now I'm going to get on to fixing the succulents on. So I've gone through and I've lightly glued in the succulents here, and what I do is I let the hot glue cool a bit. I just put a little bit on the stem. I don't want it to shock the plant. And then I just put it right in there because I don't want too much of the moss to show, just a little bit. There we've got the ball, and it sort of is different at different angles, and you can still sort of see inside, but you really have to look to see what's inside. It's a surprise. Actually, we're in the garage, which is getting a little dark, so it's hard to see, but out in the light you can really see the aeoniums inside. And as usual, there's a blog post that goes along with this video, so just head over to our blog, Garden Gluttony. You can also find it at joyousgarden.com/blog. And be sure to come back and see us next week at Joyous Garden TV, because we publish a video every week. Thanks so much for watching.